Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Renu. I'm ready with yet another video on TR to PR pathway. Uh, Today, that's a good news that a lot of rollouts actually has happened not just in international student stream but also under essential worker non-healthcare stream B. So I will be talking a little more in details about the timelines and few more things on open work permit on TR to PR pathway. There are a lot of timelines actually. So yeah, good news is on its way, and the time taking process is also getting reduced. So that's really good thing. For those who would like to share their cases, you definitely can go on my channel and you can share that details. Now, these are the queries I would strongly like to address first. So, for all of you, in case if you have submitted the PCC, that's well and good. So, whatever the document you submit, it needs to have within that validity time period, which means that if you have submitted it's like today and you still at the stage of getting the AOR, you don't need to worry about that because once you submit the document within its validity, you're all good to go. So, and PCC holds a validity of 6 months time period, and you can also submit it from local police station, not just from BLS. Secondly, any unsolicited document not to be submitted before receiving any AOR and ADR because IRCC is not going to accept it, and whatever the time you're going to invest in, it's going to be futile. Thirdly, any additional document that needs to be updated, you will get the instructions from IRCC and the time period and the method how you have to do it. In case if you want to submit any document on your own after receiving an acknowledgement from IRCC, you can actually get it through IRCC web form. Next is that RCMP fingerprints is not a mandatory requirement. However, if you want to do it, you definitely can submit it. But again, as I said, they're going to give you complete time period, like the deadline and the method how you can actually do it. All right. Now, this is the timeline for essential worker under non-healthcare. So this applicant has applied on May 6th at 12:43 p.m. Eastern Time. After that, he received the ADR, that additional document requisition for police clearance certificate and biometric. So whenever you get such kind of requirement, you tend to get a biometric instruction letter that we call BIL. And that's how he has submitted the biometric on August 16. The very same day, he has submitted the PCC also. Now, the medicals were cleared on August 23rd. Now, if you see here that there was not a requirement from IRCC asking for his web form to correct his name, and that could be about your visa refusal if you have applied for USA in the past, or even you have got the rejection for Canada only under the student category, you definitely can submit the web form just on a safer side so that the information will be more explicit and clear for IRCC. So he has submitted the web form for name correction. Now let me remind you, please don't submit the document unless and until you are at a stage where the only application has been processed and you have not received any AOR in acknowledgement. Thereafter, he got the PR confirmation portal that was on October 13th, and today only he has got the ECO PR. Moving on to our next timeline, that's for international graduate. If you see here, this applicant has applied on May 6th at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Now, if you see my previous videos also and the basic trend, what's going on, IRCC is actually rolling out the application from 12 to 1 primarily. The reason being is that there is a huge pile of 40,000 application to be processed, but now recently only we have seen the trend changing from international graduate to stream A and stream B. That's really good, and in French also is picking up pretty fast, and I'll try to cover all those cases in my upcoming video too. Now under this, if you see, this person has linked up his file on September 13th, and after linking up his application he has received the ADR. Again, try to link up your application once a day in case if you're able to do it. In case if you're not able to do it, just leave that. Don't try to do it more than 3 or 4 times in a day, otherwise it's going to block you for 24 hours. And getting through the this linking up your application actually needs to be uploaded by the centralized system on GCMS, and this has to be done by IRCC. There's nothing you can do about. There's also one thing a lot of you must be experiencing, that even after linking up the application, you're getting a notification from IRCC that you have to link up your application, and I did discuss this in my previous video. where you actually can create a new GC key and you can link up your application. That's again another method, and that's how you will be able to get update about your account and whatsoever is going on under your application. Now, in this case, he was supposed to, he was kind of confused about RCMP requirement, and that's how he has started preparing for RCMP fingerprints also and submitted with PCC on September 13th. Thereafter, if you see, after more than like, it's almost like a month later, he has got his first ghost update, and that's how he has sent another web form because he forgot to submit his pay stubs at the time of filing his application. So again, he did it by himself. So you can also do it in case if you have any doubt that could weaken your application. Second update came like within a week's time period on October 9th, and that's how he got the confirmation also. And then on October 13th, he got the PR confirmation portal, and he's uploaded the his information like the photographs and address, and that's how he has got the ECOPR on October 17th. That was yesterday. Moving on to another timeline, this is for international graduate again on May 6th at 12:20 p.m. Eastern Time, again the first hour. Uh, Now he's linked up his application on September 8th and received the AOR within a week's time period. And a week later, he has passed his medicals also. Now he got the first IP. Now IP is basically like in process kind of notification that you actually get it through from IRCC. So first IP address, he actually got that background status changed to in progress. We will let you know, like IRCC will let him know once we will begin processing your application, and that was done on September 24th. And the second IP he received, that background status changed back to original, that we are processing your background check on September 25th. Now, this is a scenario why I'm sharing it. A lot of you who have been traveling all through your life or career opportunities, you might get it little longer than the usual cases. Reason being is that when you travel, you need to submit PCC from that country wherever you have resided more than 6 months time period. And that's become challenging in scenarios like this. Now, this person has a travel history of 5 countries, including Middle East, UK, and a lot of trips to USA. And that's a reason, if you see there have been a jump or there have been a shift to his status, and that could happen in your case also. Again, you don't need to worry about that. It's just that IRCC has to be 100% sure when they are issuing you ECOPR that the case has been through, and proper scrutiny has been done under that particular case. All right, so this is another timeline for non-healthcare stream B again. So this applicant has applied on May 6th at 3:16 p.m. and I assuming it's again Eastern time. This is a very quick case. If you see, the file was linked on September 21st, and he got the BIL, that again biometric instruction letter, right after linking. Then he received the AOR, the very next day, September 22nd, and biometric was also done the very same day. Now, in case if you have old medicals, like you have submitted the old medicals, you don't need to redo it. Usually because medicals, once you submit it, you're all good to go with that particular. And PCC again from local police station has been submitted under this case. There was a ghost update on October 7th, 8th, and 12th. So there were 3 ghost updates. Now, ghost update is a good sign. Whenever any information is updated or visa officers start evaluating your application, that's how you get ghost update. So it's actually a good sign. Okay. So whenever you're getting it, you are, just be ready for any good news to your email or inbox, and do check your spam folder also, guys. Now, portal request was made on October 13th, and that's how he's got the credentials on October 13th. The very same day he has submitted the photograph and address that has to be updated with IRCC, and that's how he got the ECOPR day before, that's October 16th at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Now, this is a timeline for open work permit under TR to PR pathway. First and foremost, your work permit, the existing work permit, has to be expired within next 4 months time period. Only then you can apply. For say, if you want to apply today on October 18th, your this open work permit has to or is likely to getting to expire within next 4 months, which means November, December, January, and till February. So your open work permit has to get expired within 4 months time period. In case if it's getting expired in March, I'm afraid the IRCC visa officer would reject your application. So in this case, if you see he's applied on July 30th, his existing work permit was likely to get expired on October 22nd, and now he got the extension till December 31st. Now again, that's what I mentioned, that your existing work permit has to get expired within 4 months time period to be eligible, because there were a lot of rejection has happened. People were not very clear on the terms, and I have covered a whole video. I'll share the link in the description box below also. Moving on to another timeline, this is for international graduate again. So this applicant has applied on May 6th at 12:44 p.m. Eastern Time. He's linked up his application with biometric instruction letter, and then medical was passed on September 27th. So that's how he got the BIL, and he's passed the medicals also, and he was able to link up his application on September 27th. So this does take, if you see, it usually take 3 to 4 months time period on average to process your application or to reach to a stage where you are able to link up the application. Now, first hour, whosoever has applied on May 6th from 12 o'clock to 1 o'clock, I believe that they have started able, or they've started linking their application, because IRCC visa officer is getting back to their cases. They have started assessing your application, so that's really a good sign. In case if you're not able to do, or if you're not able to link up, you don't need to worry about, because now it could be any time. Now, he has submitted the biometric on September 28th, the very next day, and that's how he got the first ghost update on October 14th. The second ghost update with the portal request was made on October 15th again, and there was a portal credential that was received within 20 days time period. So this is what I was referring to you in my previous video also, that when you are at this stage after getting the ghost update, it tends to take a week's time period. Like minimum is actually 6 to 7 days time period, or it could take up to 2 to 3 weeks time. But based upon the recent trends, IRCC is actually taking very less time from ghost updates to ECOPR. Like within a week's time period, it all will be done, and then he will be able to get the COPR pretty soon. Moving on to another timeline, it's for non-healthcare, and in this person has applied on May 6th at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time. He was able to link up his application on October 7th, and medicals were passed, of course, on October 5th. Now there was an ADR for PCC that was received on October 7th itself, and he has submitted the document very same day. Now he's just waiting for the AOR, if you see in this case, and this could happen anytime. And once he received that, I believe that this case should be pretty clean, because there's not much to worry about it. Now this was actually the timeline. Now, in case if you would like to share your timeline, I would highly recommend you can go back. You can go to my channel, and all you have to do is just uh, share your timeline there, and I will be able to share with the larger audience over here. I hope this has been a great help to you, and in case if you like this video, I would highly recommend you to please subscribe to my channel, and keep writing back to me. Till then, take care and stay safe, guys. Bye.